Fortnite fixation. It seems like teens and tweens everywhere are playing the popular video game a lot. But are they playing too much? And why is this game keeping kids glued to their screens? Our Eyewitness News reporter Steve Nielsen went to a child psychologist for answers.
A gamer pro for the mind.
Some parents fear, or you might hear them talk about how their kids are addicted to video games like Fortnite. Well, the South Kingstown doctor we spoke with says the good news, most aren't. That's very rare. But some kids do fall.
Yes, this just in, breaking news. Kids also really enjoy candy and television. Things unpopular amongst children are homework and chores. Boom. Who knew? Blew my mind, guys. Are you kidding me? How about you people parent your children? If you don't want them to play 14 hours of Fortnite, why don't you limit their game time? Also, quit blaming popular trends for your kids' problems. You're the one sticking the kid on the video game and in front of the TV so you don't have to pay attention to them. Are you freaking kidding me?
Rare, but some kids do fall into the obsessed category. He's working to change that. If you haven't played it, you've almost certainly heard of it.
Maybe
Fortnite,
you should
the free online game, is played by millions across the globe and possibly played too much.
I had 4 new patients in a row all tell me about Fortnite.
Child clinical psychologist Randy Coleman tells Eyewitness News one kid came in explaining just how much he played.
It was part of what was causing some difficulties for him.
Difficulties that aren't that uncommon. While Coleman says a true video game addiction is very rare, obsession...
Very rare. A true video game addiction is very rare. What that means, again, why don't you spend some time with your kids? I don't know. Maybe take them to the mall. Get them in football. Put them in organized sports. Something.
Addiction is very rare. Obsession and overuse is common.
So if you win when you're playing a slot machine, but you don't win a lot, but you were really close to the jackpot, guess what? You're going to keep playing.
It's fun.
Well, the same thing happens with Fortnite, and that's probably one of the main reasons that kids keep coming back and they have a hard time stopping.
That and the parents.
So it can be tough for parents to control how much is too much, according to
Control.
Coleman, especially because he says Fortnite and other online games aren't necessarily a bad thing in moderation.
Digital play makes kids far more creative than old-fashioned play, and it's really how they share interests with many of their peers. So digital play is important, but they need to have a balance, and parents need to work at making...
So I'm right. What did I tell you? Digital play isn't necessarily a bad thing. In today's world, it makes kids more creative. Probably works on their hand-eye coordination, all kind of things. Basically, like I said, what it boils down to is parents not working with their children. Listen, guys, if you don't parent your kid and you teach them you can just do whatever you want all the time, then your kids are never going to be productive members of society. Bam.
Ryan Smith with Learning Works for Kids comes in. He works with Coleman to teach kids how to apply the lessons from the game in the real world.
As we're playing these games every week, we'll basically teach new things,
Not a bad
thinking
idea.
skills like time management or organization or working memory.
And it's not just kids in Rhode Island. Kids from all over the world sign in to play and learn.
And we always do things like reflect after, talk about what we did wrong, what we did right.
Coleman says if kids are playing too much, parents should think about how much time they're spending looking at screens as well and being good examples.
And then they need to make it happen for the kids. They need to spend money on it. They need to take their kids to swimming lessons. They need to make sure that they have a family game night that involves playing a board game. Not that the digital play is bad, but they need to have other things.
Now, as we've said, there are some kids, a very small percentage, that are truly addicted to video games like Fortnite. Their signs and symptoms affect their lives just like a drug or an alcohol addiction. If you go to our website, WPRI.com, we've posted some of the things you should look out for. I'm Steve Nielsen, Eyewitness News.
Listen, guys, addiction of any kind is horrible. Drugs, alcohol. You know, when you're young, if you get addicted to things and you have an addicted personality, it's probably going to be bad for you in life. You're going to have to fight harder not to be addicted to things. So guys, if you are addicted to Fortnite, I recommend 2 things. First of all, definitely seek help. I definitely want you to try to get help. That way you don't have a problem later in life. And 2, I want you to add me on Epic Games, Bormai, B-O-R-M-A-I, because you're probably really good at the game and we should have fun together. Until next time, I'm Bormai, signing out.